Don't try this at home. Don't play a meme deck against one of the best players in the world who's playing a good deck. Don't try this at home, but I will in the studio so you don't have to. Andrea Mengucci, en garde.
Why do you have this equipment?
Because I feel like I might get hurt. I'll go first because I won the die roll. While we draw cards, would you like to tell us about Mengu's workshop?
It's a place where you can watch paper content just like this one. Actually, I've started it because of this channel and because of coming here, having so much fun.
There'll be a link in the pinned comment below. We're playing Poison Storm today, and hear me out. The name is very cool, but the deck is less like a real competitive Magic deck and more like a kid was locked in overnight in a candy store and ate too much candy and then tried to make a Magic deck because it all revolves around a mechanic called Proliferate, which usually lets you look at any type of counter and then add one more of that. And the game plan is, and hear me out here, we will, at some point in the game, try to play a card that will give one poison counter to Andrea. And if you look at our hand, we have one spell that gives Andrea one poison counter, so we're off to the races. I will keep.
Me too, you can go.
I'll play Hickory Woodlot. It's land, it enters a battlefield tap with 2 counters. Whenever I tap it, I had 2 green, but I remove a counter, and when there's none, I sacrifice it.
Adios. Soon.
If I play my cards well, it's never gonna leave.
Whoa!
Big promises here.
Go ahead.
Ooh. I'll play it on. I feel like you play counter spells.
No, just creatures, don't worry.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you for the reassurance. I won't take my chances though. I'll float 2 green and a blue, and I will play a Pental Prism.
Ooh.
Because I use blue and green, it will come in with 2 counters. Whenever I remove one, add a mana of any color. I still have this green floating. Here. I'm gonna use it, and that, and I'm gonna play a card you might not know. Hopefully you don't. Prologue to Pythesis.
Each opponent gets a poison counter, draw a card.
We'll start by giving you a poison counter.
Okay. That's something I rarely get.
For context, in the game of Magic, if you receive 10 poison counters, you lose the game. I'll draw a card.
Alright, I go?
Yes.
I'll tap and draw. I will take it slow. I heard you're playing a meme deck, so I kept a pretty slow hand here.
Maybe the meme is how fast it is.
Go.
And draw.
You have to play with the armor the whole match, or just...
Maybe if you start hurting me a little bit more,
Yeah,
I'll
look
take
at
it
my
off.
start.
That's not a start that deserves an armor. I'll put this back on if I feel threatened.
Okay.
I'll play an island. And pay 2. And play an experimental augury. Are you gonna have to read all my cards?
Look at the top 3 of your library, put one of them in your hand, the rest in the bottom, proliferate.
Top 3 cards, I will put one of them into my hand. It will be this one. And then I'll proliferate. I will add a counter here, a counter here, and the most hurtful one, a counter here. I will tap this for 2 green. I will use one of it and a blue here to play another
one.
prism.
Ooh.
Actually, Andrea came prepared. I'm gonna need these.
Hopefully not. I don't know if you know this, but Carl is has this problem that every dice needs to be on 6. Otherwise, he just can't move on with his life.
I would call this a favor to the viewers. I have a green mana floating. I will use a blue here and cast a Prologue to Pythesis. I draw a card and add a poison counter.
Okay, end of turn, I'll search for a basic island here.
Ooh.
I'm really not doing anything on my side.
Yeah, the clock's ticking.
I'll play an island.
Ooh, that's a beautiful island.
Thank you. It says no covered one from the Ice Age these days. I'll pass it to you.
Oh, I see. I'll play Surprising and Scary.
Scary, very scary.
It's terrifying. I'll tap 2, and I'll play a Contentious Plan.
What does it do?
It
Actually, I don't want to know. Counterspell. Okay, untap and draw, and I'm just gonna have to rush this game a little bit more. I'll become the Monarch.
Ooh.
I have the Monarch token, but I heard that over here.
No. We don't do this here. Put this back in the beautiful Ultimate Card deck box. We had to plunder the cave of a dragon to get this, so I hope you enjoy it.
I remember this crown. I wore it recently.
Oh, when you won the Best Deck Ever Pauper series.
Yes, you should check it out. End of turn, I'd like to draw a card.
Yes, you may. I'll draw. I'll play a Swamp and float 4 mana. To play a Deep Analysis. I'll draw 2. I will lose my Hickory Woodrot to play a Plan Controvertido.
Okay, so that proliferates and draws a card, right?
Yes, last turn you countered it, but this turn you're tapped out. I'll draw. And then put these both down to 1. I'll flashback deep analysis. I'll draw 2. And I have 1 green floating.
But where did that come from?
Sneaky.
Then
I will proliferate
Whoa.
with the Thirsting Roots. It does 2 things. I can either get a basic and put it into play in my hand, and then I put it into play from my hand, or I proliferate. Here, 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 and here. Isn't this fun? Let's do it again.
you doing something else?
I'll play an
Wow.
experimental augury. I look at the top 3 cards in my library, put one of them into my hand, the rest at the bottom, and I proliferate. You may not have noticed this, because I ended this in the overlays afterwards, but there's a storm count right here.
How much is that?
I'll add to it. I'll play Never Flowing Chalice for 0. It does nothing. I'm not
No.
going to read it. It's at 6 for 2 more mana. I'll play Weather the Storm. Weather the Storm reads, you gain 3 life. It's great. 3 life. Yay! Wait. When you cast a spell, copy it for each spell cast before it this turn.
So you played 7 spells.
This is my 7.
So you gain.
21 life.
You go to.
38.
Yeah, I just want to test you with the math, you know.
I'm not good at math. That's why I play a deck that counts to 10.
Okay.
All my
Adira.
mental capacity.
Well, I'm gonna start with a brainstorm over here.
Okay.
Then I'll play an island.
Yes.
Okay, so normally you want to hold up counter spells against combo deck. It's just that in Pauper sometimes you want to make sure that you have a real clock. So now I have a 5-2. I'm gonna double that by going to another 5-2. So this is gonna be a very, very short clock. And then from next turn on, I'm gonna hold these 2 counter spell up. I'll attack you for 5.
I'll take 5. 33.
And then I'm going to play another
Oh,
Commodore.
wow.
Do you have another crown to give me?
Do you want like my helmet?
No, that's fine.
Draw your card.
Go.
I will draw. Okay. You doubled your clock.
I did, but you're still at 33, so don't worry about it.
I will play an island and play Deep Analysis.
Ooh.
I'll draw 2. Play my third contingency plan. You may add 1 there, and I will add a token here, a counter here, and a counter here, and draw a card. Now you're at 7 poison. I am so close. Oh, flashbacking this has some real costs now.
Why? 3 life.
3 turns instead of.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
You're right, I won't.
You can't leave your life thinking so long away.
When I'm playing this deck, I think I should, but I'll draw 2 cards.
Untap
Yes.
and draw. I will attack you for 10.
Yep, I go to 20. Uh-oh.
Pass to you. Draw for Monarch.
Yes.
I'm gonna bolt you for 3.
Oh.
So you go to
17. That's a real life total. I'll draw for turn. Play an Infectious Inquiry. I draw
does
2
it do?
cards and lose 2 life. Each opponent gets a poison counter.
I will not allow it. I'll play another counterspell with the 1 ring on it.
Yes, that happens. I will then play Greenwood Rot, another one,
Yep.
an Everflowing Chalice.
Okay. Imagine gets a poison storm.
Nah, we're not getting a card with Poison Storm. What we are getting is one that gives you 3 life.
No!
So you played a spell, I played a spell, I played
So 4.
4.
Ooh. I'll attack you for 10.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna play in Augur Bolus. Look at the top 3. Select a card. I'll take a Ponder then.
Oh, that's a pretty good one.
Play it. I'll draw from Ponder, play land, and pass to you, and draw for the Monarch.
Yes. The situation is dire. I assume Andrea has a handful of counter spells, so the best we can do is hope that he just uses the end of his turn to play spells. I'll play a Prism here. It'll add to the storm count. I need to gain a lot of life. So hopefully he'll just think, oh, you played a Prism and pass, and he'll play Brainstorm, Brainstorm, Brainstorm. And then we can hopefully weather the storm, and he won't have enough counter spells to counter enough, and maybe I'll get another turn. I'll play this tap land. I will pay 2, a blue and a black, for another Prism,
Yes.
and I'll pass.
End of turn, I'm gonna search for a island, and then I untap
Okay.
and draw. We'll play the island, and I'll attack you for 11. Play a Ponder. Shuffling those 3 lands away.
Oh, you don't have to show me. How kind of you.
How unlucky I was. Draw another counterspell, please. I'll go to my end step.
Okay.
Draw. I just got Fiery Cannonade.
Okay. I will draw. I kind of know what's gonna happen.
What is it?
Don't do it like that. I'm gonna float a green. And I'll play an experimental augury.
Counter.
Okay. I tried. And then I'll use that green. and use the storm counter you helped me build. I will gain 9 life. I distracted you with the poison.
Yeah.
This deck is just about playing Weather the Storm repeatedly.
Yeah, a successful strategy.
I'll play this Surprising Scary and pass the turn.
I'll bolt you.
Oh no, my game plan! Luckily.
Yeah, you're not dead yet. Unless I draw another bolt.
Ooh.
Could be anything, even a bolt.
Oh, that's... Did you whiff?
No.
Oh, that could also be anything, even a bolt.
Let's see.
Drum roll, please. No! Okay.
Bolt you got 11?
Yeah.
Attack for 11.
Very well done. We don't have much to sideboard against his deck. It's just really good against ours. So we are going to bring him some counter spells. We have Bring the Ending. So we're bringing in 3 of those.
I have a lot of cards to take out. I have Spread, Fabric Cannonade, and even Lightning Bolts isn't that good. I'm going to have for sure Pyroblast, maybe some Artifact Destroy, ROK, and maybe a Relic.
You hurt me. I need some protection. Also,
Yeah,
that crown, off. You're not the monarch right now.
That's true.
I will go first again.
Yes, best of luck. You'll need it.
He's not lying, I will. I cannot keep this.
Want to draw 7 again?
That's very kind of you, but that wouldn't be a fair fight.
Okay. This end is good. I have lands and cantrips that can turn into anything. And I have a monarch card. You see how it was good in game 1. I want to put that crown on top of my head once again.
It's okay. Sometimes in the story, the hero has to fall a little bit and then come back up with like 2 swords. In this case, my 2 swords is 1 less cards, which will be this one.
In this case, you're the hero, right?
I'm wearing the hat.
Oh, yeah.
I'll play Tap Crazy and Scary and pass the turn to you.
I'll draw. I'll play my top Bloodfell Fjord and pass.
I will play the green version. It feels weird doing this now, so I won't.
You're up. I'll play a main phase Brainstorm.
Okay.
I'll put these 2 away, and then I'll play an island, and I'll play a Ponder. Ooh. Digging. I'm digging. Yeah, I wanted to shuffle, but the 3rd card is quite good, so I'll draw it.
Okay.
You can go.
I'll untap and draw.
Okay, 4 mana. Sorry.
4 mana.
4 mana, wow.
Green, green, blue, blue. On turn 2, that's 3. I'll play Pentel Prism again.
Nice.
My goal is to use all of these nice and long.
Yeah, it's difficult.
With my 2 floating mana, I'll play a Prologue to Piracy.
Whoa, you start?
I start. We don't use tokens in the Cardmarket studio, so I have this arsenic that I might want you to drink. No, please use the counter. You get a poison counter? I'll draw a card.
Yes.
And then I'll play an island. I'll tap the island and use a blue to play an Experimental Augury.
Well, that's a combination.
That is a combo because you'll go up here, here, here. I'll go up here, and I'll look at the top 3 cards of my library and put this one into my hand.
Yep.
While I'm here, I'm going to use 1 green
Oh, wow.
to proliferate, which is going to go up here, here, and here, but I'm going to use the green. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Untap and draw. I will begin with a Ponder, once again. Draw from Ponder, and then I'll play a card. I don't even know how good it is, but I feel like it might be alright. A Relic and exile a card from your graveyard.
This one, because it's on top.
And I can pay 1 colorless, sacrifice this, and remove all your graveyard. Again, I don't know how much relevant it is in this matchup, but it can't be that bad.
I'm going to float a green and extend to cast an Experimental Augury.
Yeah, resolves.
Beep, 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 beep. I'll get this. No,
No.
I'll get this. It's risky, but it's fun. I will use the floating green to play an Infectious Inquiry. I would lose 2 life, I would draw 2 cards, and you would get a poison counter.
Yeah, so you go to 18.
Okay, you might be getting there. I'll draw 2. I'll play this black version of this land.
End of turn, I'll cycle the Slaughter Revealed and go get an island.
Yes,
She's on top
snow
of my
covered.
deck.
Ooh, how did you? Oh, you have a good memory. I tanked a lot, so you don't know this, but he's been remembering this for like 10 minutes.
Untap, in my upkeep, because I never forget my Relic tap. I just always do it in my upkeep. If you do it in the upkeep, you never forget it. I draw.
Yes.
I'll play a Brainstorm.
Yes, go ahead. You have 5 poison currently.
And another one.
Oh no!
Back-to-back Brainstorm. It's not a common play, but I'm not here to make commons play, right? That could
You're literally only here to make commons play.
I'll tap 1 and I'll play a Tolarian Terror.
Oh no!
You can see the reasoning now.
I'm gonna try to do something which probably won't work.
What is it?
I'll float 2 blue.
Okay.
Well, that works. And I'm gonna cast Bring the Ending.
Wait, what's that?
It's a counter target spell unless its controller pays 2.
I can't.
If you're corrupted, which means you have 3 or more poison counters, it's just counter target spell in general.
Wow, so you have a conditional counter spell.
Well, in this case, it's unconditional.
I'm gonna question your card, but it worked here.
Oh, yay! I don't need this anymore. You're not gonna boink me with a huge snake.
No, I am.
No, I wasn't expecting that.
Pass the turn.
I'll draw. Wow, that was a great draw.
No, what is it? What's happening there? Wow, you bring some basic lands to count your mana?
You don't?
I thought you had your animations.
I haven't added them yet.
You don't see it at home, but we actually have numbers here.
They do. Watch. I'll
Like
remove
a balloon.
these 2. Yeah, the technology is we actually have these. These are balloons that we float in the studio. I'm going to use those 2 to add another Pintle Prism onto the board. Then I'm going to do some really cool stuff in there.
What is it?
I'm going to use a blue and a black. To play another contentious plan.
Let's go. So,
Proliferate.
6.
Proliferate. This deck, I can't play this at tournaments because I feel too bad, because then people just have to stare at me ticking up dice. I will use the green, but float a blue.
Actually, I mean, you're getting close here.
Okay, I will do this again. I'll go to 4, 3, 3, 4, 4.
And then go to 7.
And you go to 7. 1, 2, 3. Wow, this is amazing!
You can only choose 1.
Choose this one. I will play Swamp. Tap the Swamp. Use the blue mana.
Yes.
Did you do this?
No. It just happened.
And 1 here.
Okay.
And I will play Vivisurgeon's Insight.
Wait, what's that? It's a 5-drop. Draw 3, proliferate. It's basically like lore revealed.
But it proliferates.
It proliferates. Beep. I made fun of you so long and then I die.
I'm drawing 3 cards here.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. So that wasn't ideal, but it's better than nothing.
Is that another one? Then go ahead. Good luck.
I'll proliferate.
For 2.
I know I'm supposed to draw first, but this is for dramatic effect. You're alive.
Woo!
Pass the turn to you, Andrea.
Woohoo! That's such a good feeling. What's that? Oh, upkeep, right. You're out.
See, when you're doing it in your upkeep, even your opponent remembers.
I was forgetting. All right, I'll take you for 5. I'll pay 1. I'll play my 3rd Tolerian Terror. I'll pay 1. I'll play my 4th Tolerian Terror. You can go.
Okay, so you have 2 mana up.
Yeah.
I will draw.
Pay 4. Deep Analysis. Yep.
And Deep Analysis.
And unfortunately, the Relic cannot exile the Deep Analysis.
That's okay. Do you want to?
No, I don't have a priority.
I'll give you priority. I'll float a green and cast a Thriving Root.
That's lethal.
Proliferate is the text on the card.
You have to play counter spell.
You call this card bad! Woo! I'm gonna bring the ending, which it literally did here!
Congrats, Carl.
May I?
Yeah. I'm glad you won this game.
So we stole a game. We got 1 game. We can do this. Our Poison Storm. Haha! Beating good decks and great players. We'll get there. Andrea, this time you have something you didn't have before.
What is it?
The play.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know like this. I'll be on the play.
That makes sense.
My hand is a keep. What about you?
It's a good hand. Is it a great hand? That'll let us beat Andrea Mengucci piloting Is It Snakes? Maybe. Who knows? Is it a bad hand? Maybe. Who knows? I think it's a keep.
Woo! We have a game. Let's go. Island Ponder. Dun, dun, dun. 3 lands. Actually, I made them this time.
On turn 1, it's a lot better to have 3 lands.
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually keeping them all. You can go.
I'll draw. I'll do the same. I came here to play top lands that have dice.
Top lane, go.
I'll draw. Do you play Spell Pierce?
I do. In 2 copies.
Do you have one?
Yes. In 1 copy.
Show it to me.
I lied. I don't have it.
I will use the floating mana and 1 here to play this.
All right. That's good.
It will proliferate and draw a card.
Yes. Untap and draw. I'll play another Volatile Fjord and pass it to you.
Okay, currently you can't play any big snakes. What I'll try to do here is, I assume Andrea has counter spells, so I'm not going to do anything on my turn, although it's generally beneficial to start tapping on my turn because I get to use these lands that create more mana. But I'm just going to pass and hope to tap him out on his turn if he tries to counter 2 spells that create poison counters, for example. And then on my turn, untap and try to play my own spell then.
Why so defensive, Carl? You know what? I'm also passing the turn.
End of turn.
Ooh.
I'm gonna float 2 green.
Okay, this is balloon over here.
Oh yeah, this is my 2 green. And I'll play a prologue to Pirate.
Ooh, that's your combo card. I can't allow that to resolve. Play Power Blast.
Ooh. That resolves. I'll use the green mana open. It's the Matrix.
Counterspell.
Okay.
I don't want you to start the poison chain. I just want to proliferate.
I will play a tapped. You're right, it shouldn't have any poison. So I'll use a black.
No.
Infectious Inquiry.
Oh, come on. You drew 3 of them?
Well, I have 8. I'll draw 2 cards. And it'll be your turn.
End of turn, I'll play Brainstorm.
Yes.
Draw 3, put back 1. It's like I put back 1 because I put back 2. Untap and draw, I don't shuffle. I'll tap 4, and I'm looking for something that belongs to me again. The crown. Does it resolve?
That Monarch creature is really bad for us. It puts Andrea so far ahead and drawing cards, and 5 damage every turn is a huge clock. And we have a counterspell in hand, but it comes at a steep cost because just to play that counterspell, we have to take all the counters off our prism and sacrifice our green land. And that already is a lot, and it's hard to come back from. But you know what? I think it's a price I'd be willing to pay. But Andrea has 1 mana up. And if that mana is hiding a Spell Pierce or a Hydroblast, we are done for. We are gonna have to race that 5 damage Monarch creature.
I go get my Monarch token.
You mean... Sorry, Andrea, with all due respect.
This is my card. It's okay, I'll take the crown.
Okay, good.
I'll take the crown.
I'll go get your card.
Pass the turn. I draw a card for the Monarch.
Yes, for the Monarch, for the hat on your head. I will draw. I'm gonna play a Hickory Root, which will add 2 counters on it. And then, unfortunately, as 1 Hickory Root enters the world, another must leave. I will float a green.
It's like a legendary rule.
And play a Thriving Roots.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll add a counter here. I'll add a counter here. And yes, the most important counter. If you have a Spell Pierce, I'm in trouble town. I will float 2 black and use a mana here. And I will attempt to Vivi-Surgeon's Insight, which would allow me to draw 3 cards and proliferate.
Well, thankfully for you, I don't know Spell Pierce.
Oh.
I have Power Blast.
Ah, that's worse somehow.
It's the same.
Okay, that's okay. I will pass the turn to you.
Untap and draw. Tap for 5, then I'll play a Ponder. 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Oh no.
I'll put on top and draw. Tap this and Cycle Lure revealed.
Yep.
Okay, an island. I draw from the Monarchy.
Yes.
And it's your turn.
I will untap and draw. I'm gonna float everything.
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 Wow, all these balloons over here with the numbers on them.
2 green, 2 black, 2 blue.
Is that Emergent Ultimatum?
I would attempt a deep analysis. It's a little bit worse.
You can go deep.
1, 2. And then I will attempt the plan.
Nah, I can't let that resolve. I'll play Counterspell. That's too good. I mean, nobody ever said to that card it's too good.
It's the first time he hears it. It's so flattered. I will just play this tap scary.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
Untap and draw. I'll play a land and a Tolarian Terror.
Ooh, that's a clock.
Thank you for 5. I draw for the Monarch.
Yes. 2 cards in hand.
3.
Are they good?
Yes.
You do this to me. I'm gonna float a green, and I'll flash deep analysis. Draw 2. I will attempt to cast Experimental Augury.
I will play a Counterspell.
You're very good at this.
I'm playing Counterspells?
Yes. I'll blow up my land. Maybe I'll get a Weather the Storm. To cast a deep analysis. I'll play that.
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
Untap.
I got so close!
Draw.
I feel like
I don't
probably
know.
not.
I wouldn't define this game close.
Good games. Good games. If you want to see better decks, you can find them on Mengu's workshop.
Okay, I'm glad to play against some meme decks every once in a while.
Well then, if you want to see a meme deck, click on the link to the right and see me play Turbo Fog against Todd. The frustrating part about this deck is I have to pick up a lot of dice when I lose.